All right, so like we should be recording right now. So look, question, check this out, right? So like we were talking earlier. So how many? So your girl, right? Your girl that you like. How many guys? And now you're with this girl, right?
Right. Yeah.
So how many guys can your girl have fucked before you be like, I can't fuck with you no more? You're not even with her. Fuck it. Tony, what's your number? What's your number? Everybody has a number, right?
Okay, say you're 23.
23.
If you're 23,
Been fucking since.
and you've been getting it in since 18.
We trying to say? I'm 23. I'm 23. We trying to say?
And a woman.
Hey, 20 might be that deal breaker. 20 might be that deal breaker.
So 20 might be that deal breaker.
So I'm thinking like this.
Okay, it's 20,
like this.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 4 divided by 20.
That's 5.
That's only 5 dicks a year. It's 12 months. It's 12 months in a year. You gonna restrict it to 5 dicks a year?
Hey, but what I meant by 20, I don't mean like 5 a year. I'm talking about 20 I'm talking about like 20.
Not 5 times a year. I'm talking about 5 people a year.
I didn't say that.
Well,
Think about it.
I'm saying if she's
I was
been fucking since 18,
right,
and she's had 20 different dicks by 23, that's 5 dicks a year.
Okay, all right. Okay. Let me rephrase that. What I meant,
one dick
now,
for 4 years, and then
if you're in a
19 dicks in 1 year.
Now, clearly, if you're in a relationship, it doesn't apply. You know what I mean?
It does apply if you're in a relationship.
It does.
If you've been having 19 dicks and you're in a relationship,
I'm
everybody's fucking except you.
talking about the one.
We're talking about one dick.
Conversation is so wrong. Oh shit.
I'm saying, bro, like what you said. If you said 20 is your number, if she's 23,
Okay, all right.
What?
Let
if she goes, Tony, I have fucked and sucked 20 dicks and I'm only 23, it's a deal breaker. What if she didn't suck them all? She definitely fucked them all, but she didn't suck them all. Would it be worse if she had? So would it be worse if she had 5 dicks a year, or 1 dick for the last 4 years, and then the last she just had 20 dicks? 19 dicks.
You know what?
Is that a dick per year quota?
This is going down south very fast.
Okay, let me retract my statement so that you guys know.
Ladies, what's your dick quota for the year?
Okay,
Put it in the description.
Okay.
So King Legacy, what's your number? 2. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Hey.
Everybody keep on asking me, what's your swag sign? What's your swag sign? What's your swag sign?
All right, and welcome to another episode, second episode number 2 of Wollie Mopped Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Andre, aka DJ Red Kryptonite, joined by King Legacy. King Legacy, what's up?
Hello.
So how you gonna do today?
I love the world.
All right. Yes, he does love. we know from the first podcast. He loved everything.
Okay, leave that alone.
And I got my man Tony P.
Yo, what the business is?
Are you awake, sir?
Hell no. What kind of question is that?
Of course, this is Wollie Mopped, the gaming program podcast, whatever you want to call it, that goes over the daily gaming news of the week. We are all 3 black guys that play video games, and we like Madden, but there's more to life than Madden. So we're gonna get into that in a second. All right, it's time to get into our news stories of the day. With the stories you should have heard of. All right, looks like PS4 has got some updates coming out. King Legacy, can you tell us what that's about?
I will. Okay, if all the PS fans out there right now, we are currently going through our update recently. It's going to happen April 30th. We are getting an update for the PS4. This will allow us to automatically download pre-orders that we have digitally on the PS4.
Oh, if there were some games to buy, you can download them, but there's not. So
Don't get mad at me because Xbox don't have 100 games.
Well, can we get to that later?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Sir. Okay, and we're also getting a new media program called Share Factory.
What's that about?
Share Factory is basically a video uploader and editor where you can make commentaries of your own gameplay footage. You can splice videos, mix them together, and basically become your own director of your own gameplay footage.
Yeah.
It's basically, I know how Xbox has YouTube as their co.
Oh, this is basically like when the PS4 was first announced and they said like you have your own like it looked like a MySpace page. Facebook. It looked like a Facebook page, but like a PlayStation like
share
page.
wall. Yes.
Exactly. So
Yes.
this is the futuristic. This is what
It's an actual
came out of that, basically.
Yeah, it's basically a legit app that you can get to download to the system. That's when it comes with an update on the 30th of this month, where you can actually do video recording your own gameplay footage. You can color code it. You can mix scenes into each other. Basically, you can do legit CGI effects.
is this something that you need to pay for, or I know like Xbox has Gold and PS has, what do they have? The
PlayStation Plus.
PlayStation Plus. Like I know that's like mandatory now, right? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's mandatory for online gameplay. That's it. But
What about this?
for this? You don't need to pay.
But
anything
technically,
for it.
isn't it online gaming?
No,
Where you're recording it.
but you're recording your own gameplay footage.
Ah, got
So
you. Loophole.
you already have the share button already. It'll be installed to the share button. You just click that footage and it goes into the share factory.
That's gonna be awesome when you guys get some games to play.
We already got some. It's Infamous Second Son whooping Xbox right now.
You seriously think Infamous Second Son is a better game than Titanfall?
Go check the UK sales for PS4. 106%.
That's PS4. I'm just saying. I'm not putting anything against PS4. I'm just saying Titanfall is outsold. It's the highest selling game
No, it's
the
not.
last 2 months.
Not the last 2 months.
According
It's not.
to MPD.
Check your facts again.
I will. Anyways, though, good stuff coming out from PlayStation 4. They're correcting the problems and getting everything done real quick, which is, I mean, better than they did with the PS3. You know, it's kind of like.
Don't want to talk about that dinosaur no more.
Come on, it's only 6 months. So you don't play PS3 anymore?
I still play the PS3. I do. They still have good games coming out for the PS3.
Yeah, I mean, there's a shit ton more catalog of more games for PS3. Than there are for PS4. I mean, it's only 6 months in, but I mean, we gotta wait to see what happens at E3.
Next up on our story, we have Alien Isolation and T-Pressure.
I give you $20 if you play this game, Tony.
In the dark round
Hell, for $20, I play Pac-Man. You feel me? Now, it's actually based off of the movie Alien, but it's a different story than Alien. It's actually Ripley's daughter who's going around looking for the files about her mother's whereabouts. And, you know, I saw the gameplay. You know, surprisingly, it's not action. It's actually like a horror game, kind of like Outlast.
Yeah, so
naturally, given that it's like Outlast, yeah, I'm not gonna play it. I don't mind watching anybody else play it, but I don't do that. I don't do those scary games. That just ain't me.
I'll be playing it, so you'll see me play it.
I say scary movies. I can watch those all day. But as far as actually playing scary games, I don't really get like the intrigue of it. You know what I mean? It doesn't really do it for me.
we're gonna get you hooked one day.
Yeah, not today though. All right, King Legacy, holla.
All right, for me, I'm an all-time, all-around gamer, but for Aliens, I'm kind of have a little faith to it because of Alien Colonial Marines. The hype of it was so big that it just basically said, we don't care what you think about it. Just play it because the hype was so well evolved around it, but it just butchered itself. It butchered itself and made itself look crappy.
I mean, how many times does that really happen? I mean, like a game will be so hyped about, and especially most famous game I can think about like that is
Borderlands got a good hype, good reputation.
Borderlands. I'm a Borderlands fan. I gotta give you. I'm
fan too.
I gotta give Borderlands its due. I'm talking about another shooter though. Came out for the PlayStation 3. The Hellgas Mask.
Hellgas Mask.
The guys, the mask on.
Killzone Shadowfall. What?
Killzone.
That
Okay.
did do good.
Oh, never mind. You didn't play that.
I did play Killzone Shadowfall. That was a great game.
I'm not. I mean, I didn't play it, so I can't say it was or
Killzone
wasn't.
was worth it.
But what I'm saying is, Killzone 1, there was a CG trailer that came out for Killzone. And you know what I'm talking about. And there was so much hype because everybody thought that was in-game graphics, baby.
But again,
and it came out looking like a PlayStation 1 game.
But again,
It was supposed to be like, what I'm saying is that, like, you know, we let these trailers really get us hyped, but the Alien Isolation game, man, I mean, that shit is.
I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket because I did the same thing with Colonial Marines, and I was so angered about it.
But I mean, I think what you getting with Alien Isolation, it's kind of an unknown in the sense that it's a first person
Survival
game, but there's no gun.
It's basically like, again, Outlast. You're playing because in Outlast you're playing as a reporter trying to investigate an asylum of Mount Massive, and you really have nothing but a camcorder. The three things you can do in a game are run, hide, and die. Same as Alien Isolation. You got run,
Alien
hide,
Isolation
die.
look like a big ass game of hide and go seek.
No,
What?
it's in a sort of way because you want to survive, but because Ripley only has a blowtorch to use rarely, alien detector to see where the alien's at, and it's just you and one alien in the whole entire spaceship, and you are literally paranoid 24/7 because everything around you is interactive. Everything around you moves. It makes noises. It clicks. It flickers. Everything in that game is just basically, oh, I'm here. Something's gonna pop out. I gotta prepare for it. I don't know what's gonna happen, and it will happen.
Have they said there's only one alien in the game?
There's only one alien in the game, yes, but this alien is more aggressive and more tactical than all of them combined because it's one alien. And the good part about the game is the alien is never in one spot. The AI is so smart that it basically predicts your next move before you can predict it yourself.
That just sounds like a big ass game of keep away.
yeah, like, you know, like
one alien, me, no weapons.
that's
What
that.
am I gonna do?
That's that bullshit.
But again, they want to give a good thrill for the game, and the trailer is an in-game play, so it did very well.
I mean, the trailer looks amazing. I especially like the new trailer that came out about the sound of the game.
Yeah.
They got a lot of the original orchestra from the original 1970s
I'm glad
Aliens
that-
movie to do some of the sound for it.
Yeah.
I even saw him like stepping on like a bathtub to create
Yeah, I
the
saw
sound of the
footsteps.
the footstep sound. Yeah,
and
exactly.
walks, yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe this could be the game that gets me in the first person horror. Maybe that could be like a thing of this generation because that's something that hasn't been done.
In a long time.
I don't think ever.
Because Outlast was a good project.
I mean, but what's the last game besides Outlast that was like that? I can't remember
there's
at all.
tons of independent PC games that have
Indie games, exactly.
PC
Yeah,
because PC is actually slowly taking over too.
we'll see.
All right. Next up, we got Dragon Age Inquisition. Looks like a pretty good game. It's actually the sequel to Dragon Age. You know, I never played the first one. Not saying that I'm really into old school games or games that have like that, you know, medieval feel. You know, I don't know if that's because I'm just a new age kind of guy or whatnot, but that's just my take. I mean, the graphics look good. You know, I guess I would have to play the original Dragon Age to really.
You must play the original Dragon Age.
I was about to say, it sounds like one of those things I would have to do, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, well,
So,
I mean,
go ahead. So go ahead, Red Kryptonite. Tell them what you think about it.
I've been waiting for this game to come out for a little while. Yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm not the hugest RPG fan, but I really like the battle system in the second game, which a lot of people did not like. And it's being made by BioWare, the makers of Mass Effect series, so that's already a given about it's going to be awesome.
So expect a lot of sex in the game.
Yeah, a lot of sex. A lot of skits.
yeah,
And it's, and it's in the Middle Ages, so it's going to be a lot of scurvy.
Just
Yeah, just picture getting blown by a girl with a scurvy mouth, right?
Just saying for all the people who,
STDs
all the
out
people
there.
that got kids that are gonna play this game just to see all the sex. Make sure that your kids are nowhere near any of this.
I'm getting it for my cousin. He's going to do it.
Oh,
He's
How
like
old is he? Is the question.
3 months.
His whole life's gonna open up.
You gotta get him gaming early. But yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition. It's a next gen title. I believe it's coming out on all systems, but next gen really looks good. And it's not. You were saying earlier that you thought it was an MMO because it has that kind of MMO feel to it. Well, the first Dragon Age really had an MMO feel to it. It was like you would press a button and it would go and attack, and they would just sit there and like attack. It kind of had that WoW feeling.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was this one's gonna be MMO as well. But
Yeah, World of Warcraft. Yeah. But the second one had more of a tactical feel, like you actually press the button and they like hit a sword. You know, they did something. But the thing about Dragon Age that differentiates itself from the other RPG games is more tactical, much almost like an XCOM in a way. Like if I have a squad of 5, right? And let's say I'm the heavy guy, so I'm going to take more damage or whatever the case is. I can go and freaking slash this guy, do some pretty cool moves in the game, too. It's not just like hack and slash. You saw in the demo, they had the guy freaking with a sword on fire, flame and shit, like cutting somebody in half. So it's pretty cool. But, like, I have a mage. Like, my mage can't take a lot of damage, so I'll keep my mage in the back. I'll have, like, somebody with arrows, so I'll position the guy with arrows, like, on a hill somewhere so he can see everybody. Like a person that's like my healer just be hiding, healing people and shit like that. And you can actually set it up in a way that, like, okay, when my so-and-so person has 20% life left, the healer will automatically heal that person first. So that I won't even have to tell them to do it. They'll just automatically do it because I automatically programmed them to do it. So my bruiser, like if somebody's attacking my archer, my heavy hitter will automatically go and protect my archer. You can like set up these little scenarios of what happens when what happens in Dragon Age, and this one looks to be no different. And with better graphics, better story, and in the Dragon Age 2, you were only in Kirkwall, I believe the place was called, and like there was no locations at all. You were just in this little town, and it was pretty shitty. Even for like next gen shit, it was pretty shitty. Like the colors were bad.
How shitty was it? Like the land shitty or Deltona shitty?
Like it was like it looks like freaking Elder Scrolls big. Like, you know, when you look at it, and I don't know, I'm just really excited for it. You basically take over these. I don't know what's up with all these games having like. You take over a section, and then that section of the land opens up, and you know you just keep doing it, kind of like Tomb Raider or some shit like that.
Or
you know,
Brutal Legend.
Or Brutal Legends, or fucking what's the game? Far Cry. Far Cry was huge on that shit.
Far Cry took me forever to unlock all those places on the
Shit,
island.
even Assassin's Creed, you like when you get the
Assassin's
eagle
Creed's
eye.
forever, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, there's some of that shit in it too, but it looks really interesting. I'm not a next gen game buyer yet. I'm going to buy a PS4 and Xbox One, but I don't know which one comes out. I don't know which one's going to have the best games. Exclusives really sell me, but this is one game that I'll be picking up on either one. I don't know. So, what do you think about it, Legacy? Can I sway you over? Tony wants to see the sex scenes. That's all he wants. Next gen.
If I want to see a sexy, I'm gonna make my own.
Next generation boobies.
Once again, if I want to make it sexy, I'll make my own.
I think I've seen a couple
From
of
the
those.
scale of 1 to 10 with me.
You shouldn't release them. You were trying to like message her, and I got like CC'd on it.
On the scale of 1 to 10. This is creepy. This is creepy.
Hey, from 1 to 10, what happened?
1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6 right now.
So if you had to, if you had to choose between day one, if you had to choose between Isolation and Dragon Age, what would it be?
That's not even fair.
I'm just saying, like, you know, as far as hype
I'm
level,
going Isolation because
Yeah.
I like survival. I like survival.
and the hype
games.
level is.
That's not a hype. It's not even the hype. It's like
I think Dragon Age Inquisition has been going under the radar. I mean, it's one of those games. It's a BioWare game that I'm not sure what the other one sold. It still sold well.
It did.
But it's not, Mass Effect numbers.
It
It is one of those games that's flying under the radar, and I think it's going to be really good. It's in the, The Witcher isn't out till like next year,
and that looks really good.
and I think this will be something to pass the time over for the fans of The Witcher.
Or Destiny.
I don't know. I think Destiny's two different. I think I think people who play Destiny and people who play The Witcher
I'm just
are
talking about
two different
I'm just
crowds.
talking about holding your time up till the Witch comes out.
Because we know PS3 don't have no games. Anyways.
It's PS4 now. I'm on PS4.
That's right, PS4, I'm sorry.
No, don't get mad at Xbox.
That segues into our main topic.
All right.
So in our main topic today, MPDs came out for the month of April, and basically the Xbox One has shipped 3 million units, outdoing Xbox 360, only if that wasn't dwarfed by the fact that the PS4 has sold 7 million units worldwide.
Sucker punch.
So they've sold 7 million, and we don't actually know what how many Xboxes have actually sold, but we know 3 million have shipped. So 3 million could have been sold, but more than likely is a number that's closer to like 3.1 or maybe 2.9 or something like that. So King Legacy, Tony P, what do you think is the reasoning for this?
I'm gonna let him go first.
I'm gonna let Tony P go first.
Yeah, cause it's gonna be good.
Let's talk about the PS4. No said.
PS4, I'm sorry. Yeah, I keep saying PS3.
Don't get mad because you wish the PS4 didn't exist for Xbox.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm the fanboy for the Xbox One, and
Xbone.
And of course they're PS3. But no, seriously, like so what do you think the reason is? Is it marketing? Is it the backlash from E3 of them trying to have like the only downloadable system? Like what do you think it is really that's making this?
I'm not gonna be strictly PS4 or PlayStation. I'm not gonna be that kind of fanboy. I'm gonna give the pros and cons of both systems. I'm not gonna be that negative person. For a reason why Xbox One doing so poorly in sales is their E3 presentation. These kind of put their own foot in their mouth when they're saying things about it.
Yeah, saying like it wouldn't have be disc based. It would all be like Steam. But honestly, Steam is awesome.
Steam's coming out with their own, actually had their own console now.
The Steam box, yeah.
And it's coming out and it's actually doing well right now.
Exactly, but I guess it's more of a PC model.
Yeah. And plus, Xbox made the Xbox One look more of a DVR. You gotta admit, it gave itself a DVR Bright House look.
I mean, yeah, I think that the Xbox One, it came out, didn't really talk about games for a game system. I mean, they did talk about games. They didn't show any games. They talked about a lot of games. They talked about I believe it was like, they invested, I want to say $12 million in first party studios. They created like 16 new first party studios that'll be creating exclusive content. We haven't seen any of that, but in fairness, we haven't seen anything for PS4 either. For either, it's kind of still early in the console wars. But
that is so rude, sir. Phones are off.
So where I was like, yeah. So haven't seen much games from either side. Do you think this is just strictly in backlash to like because last generation, the biggest topic of last generation was basically integration of Xbox Live and PSN. Like the fact that you can like when I go on my console now, right? 8 years ago when they first came out, I had cable. I don't have anything now. I just have internet and I turn on my Xbox and I go Hulu, I go Netflix, I go video games, I go DVDs. You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest progression in last gen is the fact that I can play games with you guys. You're at your house, I'm at my house. You don't have to come to my house and have and get on the couch and play a game. You know what I mean? We can be miles away and still get a good game in. Whether that be Street Fighter or Madden or whatever the case is. And I think that Xbox really thought that. I mean, not saying that it's not important, but that was it. And I think that forgetting about the games, I mean, they do have a new president now and everything. And if you didn't know, Phil Spencer, head of Xbox Games, is now the new head of Microsoft Game Studios, actually. And he's trying to be really, really game related, fixing a couple bugs and some things that really worked on Xbox One, like achievements and things like that, with the updates coming from Xbox. But too little, too late. I'm not sure. I mean, it's not even the first year yet. But PlayStation 4, man, 7 million units sold
And still counting.
in 6 months.
And see, this I'm gonna say this.
Okay, what I'm saying is, this is my question. Is it hate for Xbox? Why the sales are, and to be honest with you, the sales are low in comparison to 7 million. But I mean, 7 million is low if you look back to the Wii, the original Wii that shipped 20 mil.
Oh, hold on a second.
So
Hold on a second. Hashtag Nintendo's fucking up.
Nintendo's still fucking up.
Hey, just saying. Talked to my stockbroker today. He even told me Nintendo's still fucking up.
Still fucking up. But yeah, I mean, like, according to the Xbox 360, which shipped and sold at this time, I believe it was like not even a million. 3 mil is great for first 6 months in. But do you think it's the hate for Xbox, or is it something that PlayStation is actually doing or have out? Like, is it the product, or is it the stigma around the system that's making it not be as successful as it could be?
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Again, I'm not gonna be PlayStation because I am PlayStation. I am Sony all the way, but I'm not gonna be that kind of person on this kind of show. But I'm gonna say that the reason why Xbox not doing so hot is because, again, the presentation messed some stuff up. Some interviews with the old president, the old one made made Xbox look horrible. And now it's just basically people, even
He's doing mobile now.
Xbox.
He's doing mobile games.
Even Xbox.
Diametric. But I'm saying like, okay, I get that Xbox is doing poorly. They're doing poorly in comparison to PlayStation. What I'm saying is, what is it that PlayStation is doing so well that's making them succeed, I guess?
The reason why PlayStation is doing so well in sales and doing so well in just product pushing is because they're not trying to put too much pressure on they're not putting too much pressure on the
And
person.
$100.
And
more.
yeah, that is kind of messing with your pockets too. But honestly, I have heard the president, the new one now, is trying to take the Kinect out of the Xbox One.
That'll be horrible. That'll be detrimental to the
But
system.
people want a cheaper system, so they're gonna take out the Xbox. They're gonna take out the Xbox Kinect.
I think that'll be the worst thing the Xbox can do, is take out the
That's
Kinect.
what they're seriously thinking about doing now. That's their big talk right now. And with the president's interview, he's actually thinking about trying to chip the Xbox One.
That's not gonna happen. I mean, the reason they put the Xbox Kinect in, I don't think it was the pricing that they should have got.
Pricing.
I don't think that it's the pricing that was where it needed to be. Of course, I mean, even if it was only $50 more than the PlayStation 4, it would have been better than being $100 because it's just $50, whatever. I think that would have been a better selling price. But I think that the reason there weren't a lot of, and I don't have a fucking Kinect. I mean, I played the new Kinect thing. Shit, I mean, it's whatever. The voice commands work pretty good. Whatever. It's not for me. But the reason that they installed it into the Xbox One is so developers would have to make stuff for it. It wouldn't just be something that half the consumers have, half the consumers don't. You know what I mean? But from what I'm hearing you say, it's not the reason PlayStation is succeeding right now is by default. It's because Xbox is fucking up. It's nothing that listen, I've let you talk. I'll let you talk for a while. And the only reason that you can give me for PlayStation's success, okay, but I'm saying your main reasons, the things that first came to your topic, the things that first came to your head when you're saying that PlayStation is winning, yada yada yada, is because Xbox is fucking up. Not as much as Nintendo, but Xbox fucking up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying like, it's nothing about the system or the game so far.
I was gonna talk about that next. I was because I was gonna start from E3 to now. That's what I was gonna do.
All right. I mean, let me. In my opinion, Xbox did fuck up. I mean, the messaging was wrong. They were catering. They thought they were gonna get the Wii crowd. You know what I mean? With their new technology and stuff like that, and they marketed to the wrong person. The first, the people who first get the system, it's not gonna be the moms. It's gonna be the gamers, and you should have went after the gamers first. And which is really fucked up. I think they have a lot of games coming out, a lot of exclusives coming out, which I think is gonna not change the pendulum, because I think that PlayStation 4 has so much of a head start in this generation that it's gonna be quite a while before Xbox can catch up. You know what I mean? But I do think on the game side, there are. And you and I Legacy argued about this earlier. There's more exclusives coming out this year for Xbox, which is really what I look for in a game. Like Assassin's Creed, I'll play it. Watch Dogs, eventually I'll play it, but I can get it for any system. You know what I mean? The exclusives are what really pushes me to buy one system over the other. Once again, I'll be getting both systems. I am more inclined to play Xbox games because the Japanese games sometimes don't really get me like that. I mean, and if I had really to be honest with myself, as good as it feels to play the new Infamous, if I had to choose that over Watch Dogs and what's the fighting game? Killer Instinct. I mean, I'm gonna pick Killer Instinct and the mech game. I can't remember what it's called. What is it? Titanfall. Yeah, biggest game this month. Anyway, this month and last month actually, the biggest game on MPD. Look it up, sir.
I have. It's
all
not
right.
doing that good.
Actually, it's the highest selling game for the next 2 months.
Okay. Apparently, they're going to be debating this all night long.
I mean, MPD is what says it. But anyways, you can go look that up yourself, people. I'll probably have something running right now during the video that was just saying how wrong King Legacy is. But King Legacy, let me know what it is PS3. Take Xbox out of the situation. Wii U is not even in the running right now. What is it that PlayStation, and Tony P, you too, what is it that PlayStation is doing, because I know you both are PlayStation heads, so well that is with their software and on their hardware side that's making them giving them a push, whereas in this time in the old cycle generation they were where Xbox is basically right now.
Again, I was going to tell you that from the get-go, PlayStation 4 has better specs. They have better specs than what the Xbox One has. You know, Xbox One does have a lot more capability, but what sells people, you got to admit.
Do you really think people? I mean, like, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I got a 40-inch, flat screen or whatever the case is like that. But do you know that with the human eye can't even decipher really between 1080p and 720p?
Yeah, I know that. I know.
I'm just saying, but so you think that's really a big thing?
I'm not talking about that.
You just talking about what specs are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about specs as in the system-wise, frames per second-wise. I'm also talking about how
I think they're pretty close.
Xbox interface is so cluttered compared to the PS4s.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You guys just have a page, and you just.
But at least,
I will say that the PlayStation 4 interface is leaps, bounds, and jumps ahead of so far the PS3, because that was a
trash can.
You couldn't find shit on there.
It was basically the trash
can. I mean, and it's coming along, but yeah, okay, I agree with you. Yeah, okay. Interface is a heavy upgrade.
Yes, that's one plus for us. But also we have our faults. We still have our faults. I'm not gonna say both systems are not overpowered. I'm saying both systems have their defaults. Xbox One is basically a shredder that lives.
Shots fired.
It's a shredder for disc. Yes. But also PlayStation.
It wasn't made for disc, apparently.
Yeah. also PlayStation did have that little flashing light of death. We had that.
Yeah. I know I got hit with it twice.
Like I said, you had for PS3. You had an old generation dinosaur. That's why.
Yeah.
Hey, but I still got hit with it.
That was a big ass system, boy. God damn, that shit was huge.
Brick. But honestly, like I said, I'm not here to be a console war person. I'm just here to give you what
I just want facts. Yeah.
I'm just with facts. PlayStation and Xbox are both great companies on making great consoles. And honestly, at all this thing, I think the companies actually let one. It's like this. You know how Xbox was winning last year? I think Sony and Xbox doesn't matter what happens. Xbox is like, hey, Sony, let us have this year. Next year can be yours. They probably switch on and off because it's not. People think
I mean, and this is coming from a quote unquote Xbox fanboy. I mean, I think Xbox, they've lost this generation. I mean, okay, so it's 3 million, probably not so. So let's say closer. Let's round it off 3 million. Let's round off PlayStation 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 4 million more consoles sold.
And also, with PlayStation 4, they sold more consoles. They sold on the first 2 days of PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 sold 1 million units alone in the U.S. That's
I
not
mean,
talking about territories.
but so did Xbox.
Xbox sold
I mean,
in 13 territories altogether 1 million.
oh, was it 13 territories?
13
Yeah.
territories together sold 1 million.
You're right. I do remember that.
So that's like, wait a minute. PlayStation, again, Xbox probably said, you know what? PlayStation last year let us have it. How about you have it this year? They just friendly no matter what. But honestly, the fanboy hype, I have it, but I don't go deep into the wars.
Yeah, we can talk about fanboys forever.
Oh, by the way, sorry to cut y'all off. Just thought I should throw this out there. I had a poker tournament 2 months ago. 5th place won, Xbox won. He sold that shit as soon as he got it. Just saying.
Again, also, I think another way of, you know how we are, when you see a nice girl, when I mean nice girl, like bad built, tough kind of built, you like, damn, that's a nice look. PlayStation sold for looks as well compared to the Xbox.
What are you saying? The sleekness of it, like how it looks. I mean,
You gotta admit, it's kind of sleek and sexy for itself. Compared to the old one, compared to the PS3.
I mean, compared to PS3, I mean,
Look at the PS3 to the PS4.
compared to the PS3, the GameCube looks sexy. I mean,
Personally, the GameCube is like that chick that back in high school.
The GameCube,
See at the class reunion, and she done gained a couple pounds.
had more games.
the
too.
GameCube is the Betty White of game consoles.
No, but Nintendo's fucking up.
My stockbrokers told me the same thing.
But yeah, I mean, like, all right. So I'm gonna try to end it on this. I'm gonna just say that PS3 they got the title right now. PS4.
You gonna learn to say PS.
I know we had a bad year last year, but
it's only 6 months.
Year.
It's only 6 months into the year. So like I said, PS4 has got the title right now. I mean, like they're winning on all fronts. I just hope we see some actual game content, like an exclusive shit too. I mean,
We have some coming out.
because Xbox is gonna live off the Call of Duties and all that shit like that. But I want to see some exclusive. Like, I really want PlayStation to win me over. Like, they fixed the controller. Bam. That was one of the biggest pet peeves I had for the controller. I
For me too, because
couldn't stand the controller.
yeah, my thumb or click to the sticks together.
Yeah, it just feels weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the D-pad. D-pad on PlayStation controller has always been really good. Now we have two comparable controllers. I just want to see the fucking games.
Again, we got games coming this year because Sony has.
Okay, for Xbox, I can tell you that the game that I'm most looking for is Quantum Shift, made by Remedy, the same guys who did Alan Wake, and it's like some kind of, I don't even know what the fuck it is. Some kind of time cop. It's like it's a video game. On top of it being a video game, it's also like a television series. So you play like one level or stage or whatever the game. I don't even know everything I'm talking about is true.
So
you play like one little part of the game, right? Which is like a stage or like whatever, like episode or whatever.
So
And depending on what you do in that episode of the game, the episode of the TV show, which is with the game, changes.
So you're saying it's like Time Splitters meets Heavy Rain?
Meets a live action TV show.
Because Heavy Rain is also a game but / live TV show as well.
There was, I mean,
You gotta admit, Heavy
but it
Rain
was,
didn't have its current fancy.
but Heavy Rain was a video game like the entire way through. I mean, we can debate that on the quick time action events. But I'm saying, like, there's actual, like, the TV show is people.
Oh yeah.
Like it's a video game part, and then what you do in the video game affects this TV show that has people in it. It's fucking weird. I'm saying, like, that's coming out. I mean, I don't really know any other exclusives that's coming out that I would want. I mean, the Fable's coming out, but I mean,
for PlayStation,
Fable.
we have
PlayStation, do you know any? The Order. I don't know anything about it.
that.
but
I do know. That's another exclusive that for the PlayStation 4. That's gonna be
Looks
so
good.
beautiful.
I mean, I've actually seen some gameplay footage of that, and that does look very good.
That coming out. We already had even Second Son. That was an exclusive PlayStation. We have some more indie games from more indie companies coming out. That's for downloadables.
So do I'll put you on the spot right now. Do you actually know what's your most anticipated game exclusive
this year,
for PlayStation coming out?
I will say The Order. The order's
Do you
gotta
know?
be set.
Okay, let me say another thing. Do you know any other exclusive PlayStation games coming out this year?
There's actually a list right now. Actually on the
Okay, and on that list that you do not have in front of you right
I
now,
have in front of me.
which one?
I'm going through this
Which
right now. I'm
one?
going through this right now. Do y'all have the Crew on Xbox?
Yeah, no, the Crew. I'm not sure.
The Crew is another PlayStation exclusive as well.
It's a car game, right?
Yeah, where you get to travel across the country.
Yeah,
That's
I think.
a PlayStation 4 exclusive.
I'm not sure.
That's also PlayStation 4 exclusive. That's another
Car
one.
games are pretty, but
But the
I don't think they
Crew
sell
is
systems.
legit. The Crew is basically a good game too. Cause
It's like a heist type thing. I mean, but do car games sell systems though?
No, that's dope. You gotta admit. Think about it. When PlayStation came out, we had Gran
I
Turismo.
mean, but we got Forza. I mean, I say we. Xbox One has Forza, and that's a pretty. I mean, everybody's going Google Gaga over that game. But I mean,
the Crew is a PlayStation 4 exclusive as well.
let's see.
That's going to be good for ourselves because it's not like Need for Speed. It's different from Need for Speed. It's way different from anyone else. It's basically you.
I mean, and of course, anybody listening that's a car game fan, I'm sorry, but I'm one of those ignorant
Car games are dying out.
beat 'em up
slowly.
game fans. I'm like, it's a car game's a car game, except for Burnout. I will say Burnout. I did play the shit out of
I want to
Burnout.
know when they're gonna do another Burnout because Burnout was addicting.
Burnout was the shit. But I mean, like, a car game's a car game.
But go first.
This is my theory. Why the hell would you even have a car game where 9 out of 10 you ain't gonna own half the damn cars they got?
It's basically for you to live fantasies. It's a fantasy. Games are meant to have fantasies.
Well, guess,
I mean, I would say
well,
this.
guess what? I'd rather have a fantasy of beating somebody down before I have a fantasy of driving a car that I know I ain't never gonna own.
This is a violent person, Tony. That's why.
hey.
That happens when Tony doesn't sleep.
Exactly. This is why I'm violent. I don't sleep.
Hashtag you need some sleep.
Hashtag Nintendo's fucking up.
Yep. Hashtag. Yeah.
But again, PlayStation 4 is coming out with 100. PlayStation is coming out with 100 games this year.
That are exclusives.
We have, I would say, 25 exclusives coming out for the PlayStation 4.
I mean, yeah. I just. When people say, yeah, we had PlayStation, Xbox have 100 games coming out, 200 games coming out, I'm like, okay, those are games that I can get on PC, I can get on either console. Like, what is it about that game that is gonna make me buy that system?
Yeah, also Batman Arkham Knight is exclusive to PlayStation 4.
It is not a
Yes,
fucking
it is.
It is not.
Yes, it is.
I put $20 on it right now.
I'm
$200 on
I'm
it.
broke. Like, get that.
You're
No.
just- So you're telling me, and you're telling me that
we
that
get a beta test first. We get a beta tested.
about to
We
say,
get a beta test first.
about to say, you telling me this game that's been on every system since the first one is gonna just be, they pay some money for that if they would.
Hey, they would do some creative stuff though. You know, some games would do that.
You know what? If they did do that, that would make me buy one first.
If they
That would
do,
make me, okay, but it can't be. It's got to be a system exclusive. It can't be
It's a
that.
beta test.
It can't be that.
beta.
No, I'm saying like if like I would buy Xbox, I would buy a PlayStation 4 before I buy Xbox One if Arkham Knights was a PlayStation exclusive. But it's got to be a true exclusive. None of that. We get it for like 4 months first, and then it comes out in the other system. I mean, it's got to be a true only on PlayStation thing. I would pre-order that bitch today. I mean, not pre-order. I would go buy it today. Go to the store. Rob somebody.
Everybody keep on asking me, what's your swag sign? What's your swag sign?
All right, we're in the shout-out section of our podcast, Nigga Talk Time. Tony P, what's your shout-out for today, man?
Believe it or not, my shout out actually isn't even video game related. My shout out is actually to the Los Angeles Clipper players.
Oh,
For those who for those of you
Lob City,
for those of you
Stab
guys
City.
who's been living under a bus or a rock, whatever you want to call it. for the
NBA
past
playoffs
couple
going. They in the
days.
playoffs, right?
What's up?
They are in the playoffs, right?
Yep, they're in the playoffs. I mean, granted, they got the ass stomped today, but at the same time, they're still in the playoffs.
Got that ass Wollie Mopped.
Yeah,
In that big.
literally. Well, for those that haven't been paying attention to the news, the Clippers owner Donald Sterling made some rather skeptical comments to his girlfriend. Basically,
She a bad bitch too.
Yeah, she is fine.
She like 22.
Oh yeah, she can get it. Yeah. Basically saying that he doesn't want any blacks coming to the games.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. And what's crazy is they actually have recordings of him talking to her about this.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, it was already bad enough when I heard about it, but when I saw,
Oh man.
when I actually heard,
He was
the
like, "Don't even
recording,
take
it
a
was just
picture.
like, you
Don't
know,
even take a picture."
Yeah, because what happened is she had several Instagram pictures with Magic Johnson. I mean, who doesn't know Magic?
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
One of the GOATs.
Exactly. Yeah, one of the GOATs. There we go. And Matt Kemp, who's a baseball player for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So he said some things about why she's taking pictures with, you know, these, you know.
And to be honest, this dude's like what? He's in his like late
he's
60s.
Dude's like 81.
Wow.
Yeah, dude's 81. Now,
He probably owns slaves. So.
now this is the only thing that I find weird. This is the only thing I find weird about the fact that he would even tell her stuff like this.
Yeah.
She's black and Mexican.
She's sexy too.
But I'm saying though, like,
But you know what though? She's smart though, cause she's not saying anything. She's not talking about it. She playing like this shit didn't happen. She's just stacking her dollars. I don't blame you,
but at
baby.
the same time though, you know what I'm saying?
Bring them
But
over here to
you
me.
always gotta look at her like, what kind of morals do you have?
None.
Exactly.
She's fucking
Apparently
an
not.
80-year-old.
Apparently not. Okay,
Sucking that wrinkled ass dick.
Okay, so all right. So the reason why I'm giving my shout out to Los Angeles players is because today for warm-ups, what they all did as a whole team, they all came in and wore their warm-up uniforms inside out. Yeah, they wore their uniforms inside out, not their actual playing uniforms. You know what I'm saying? That was just
The warm-ups, yeah.
But the warm-up uniforms, they wore those inside out.
Like
and then,
ashamed of being the Los Angeles Clippers.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then they all wore black wristbands and black socks.
Solidarity.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know,
didn't help that ass, but I mean,
you know, and then it's one thing that the players for that particular team are doing it. You know, it's bad when you got people like LeBron James.
Yeah.
You know, Magic Johnson.
Nobody's gonna want to play for
Hold
him.
on. Matter of fact, actually, Michael Jordan even said something about it today. He said, as an owner, he's disgusted.
Yeah.
As a former player,
Yeah.
he's outraged.
Yeah.
I was about to say, now, when the greatest basketball player of all time speaks out, that's when you know you done fucked up.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy, right? This is even crazier. Next month, he was supposed to get an award from the NCAA AP.
Well, guess what? He ain't getting it now because they done already said that shit.
Yeah, Al Sharpton done turned on his ass and everything. When Al Sharpton turn your ass, it's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a
Pretty
wrap.
much. Game
All right, man.
over.
That's real fucked up situation, but you know, go Heat.
Hey, hold on. On another side note, hopefully Indiana loses to Atlanta in that series. That way, our roads to the 3-peat would be a whole lot easier.
Yeah. All right, man. King Legacy, what's your shout out for today?
I got, let's see, 3. I got 3 of them.
3P?
I got 3. One of them goes out to Fox for the TV show Cosmos.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
I'm on that shit.
Dude,
smartest black guy in the
So
world.
tonight's episode?
I haven't seen tonight's episode.
Tonight's
I got
good.
Hulu, so I gotta wait till the day after.
Tonight's is good episode.
Yeah, last week was good too about the unleaded gas and all that stuff like that.
This episode, he talked about the hypernova.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna get on that.
Okay, another
Some
one.
real nerd shit right there. I like that.
Yeah. We have glasses. Another one is to whoever listens to this, everyone who watches this channel.
Shout out to you
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And
for making it to the end of the podcast.
Because hell, I always didn't make it to the end of the podcast.
yeah, and another one is to all the cute gamer girls out there. Don't be afraid to show yourself. Be unique. Be different. Don't follow the crowd. If you're a gamer and you're a nerd, just show yourself as who you are. Be proud of who you are. Don't be ashamed to hide it. Show your
Especially
true
if you're
colors.
cute. Oh my goodness.
No, really, especially if you're cute. Really
But
admire
you know what I mean? Like I really love the Comic Cons. You know, we got UmiCon coming up in Daytona and the Mega Cons and all the gals dressing up and the gals them sugar.
Actually, gotta show you something at the end of the podcast. It might be a good picture for this.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great shout out actually. My shout out is going out to DC Comics today. Batman turned 75. He's the world's greatest and oldest detective. Son of the Bat just came out about Damian Wayne, who is he's not my favorite Batman character, but it's probably my second favorite Robin. Of course, Nightwing, you know, Dick Grayson. Had a good old dick, you know what I mean? Everybody loves good old Dick. Grayson. Grayson. Dick Grayson. No homo. No homo.
Thank you.
Maybe a little homo.
That's just you then, not me.
Yeah, but no, I checked out the I mean, DC is doing some big things in anime series. I mean, Marvel has got, no doubt, Marvel Studios has the movie thing locked down, but DC Comics and DC animated series, they're doing some really good stuff. Son of the Bat, great, not even good. Could have been a movie. Watching it was like a movie. And I also want to give a shout out to the new Man of Steel, keeping it with that DC line characters. Of course, for the new Man of Steel 2, we know that Wonder Woman will be in it. We have a hint that Flash will be in it. And released this week, the one and only football player turned cybernetic eunuch, Cyborg, is in Man of Steel 2. Yeah.
Oh, just thought I'd throw this out there. They actually showed a picture of the person who I believe is going to be Wonder Woman. Granted, she's not as, you know, busty as Wonder Woman is, but damn, is she beautiful.
Man, you know who's Power Girl is the most busty of all of them. Supergirl when she grows up. Jesus.
I got Pixel Dab coming to Comic Con. Got Pixel with her too, so I'm good with that.
Oh yeah. All right, that is gonna do it for this week episode of the Wollie Mopped Gamecast. Make sure to check. Thanks for checking out this week, and check us out next week where we will be once again hitting up the news stories of the week. For me, myself, Andre, aka DJ Red Kryptonite, King Legacy, Tony P. Be good. If you can't be good, don't get caught. Hashtag.
School, people.
Oh yeah, my stockbroker just hit me back up.
What you say?
Don Sterling's fucking up.
Don Sterling's fucking up.
Yeah, big time.
Just die already.
So much hate.
Hate.
Hey.
Now, if you will excuse me, I need to go put some water in Donald Sterling's mother's bowl.
Don't trust them new niggas over there.